Little ranking time for you. Little ranking time. Gonna rank some figures. And thanks to Sumo asking, what are your top 10 least favorite legend figures? I told him, I'll do my top 5 least favorite. So I don't know if it would be my bottom 5, but least favorite, top 5 least. I don't know. These are the 5 least favorite figures from the Legends line in my collection. And I'm going to rank them from number 5 down to the worst one being the number 1 figure that I do not like. Before we look at the bottom 5 figures, let's take a look at some of them that made it close, but were not in the bottom 5. First, we got Mean, Mark, Callis, Andre the Giant, Chase? And even though he is one of my favorite wrestlers, this Razor Ramon with the weird bluish color that I don't think is as iconic as some of his other ones. But let's take a look at the bottom 5 figures from the Legends line in my collection. All right, again, this is my list. Leave your list in the comments or let me know what you think of my list. But number 5 is, and I wrote them down just so I remember what series they're from. Number 5 is Series 17, AJ Styles. And the majority of these figures are just so plain looking. There's just not much to them that there is with a lot of the other figures. So this AJ Styles, even though this is from my favorite time of watching him wrestle, the short hair, the WCW into the TNA days, great time watching him, but a WCW Monday Nitro shirt, I mean, what? And it's just a plain Jane figure in my opinion, and for that reason it comes in at number 5. Number 4 is Series 15, Lex Luger, the Chase version. The regular version in the black trunks with the NWO shirt looks awesome. And again, I know this one does come with that NWO shirt, but with orange trunks, it just looks weird. So not applying that or not having it on this figure makes this figure even more plain. Again, look at it. It's just orange shorts, and that's all there is to it. Again, Lex was one of my favorite from back in the day. I loved his a narcissist character. That was probably my favorite. Just coming to the ring, flexing in front of a mirror. Just a jackass. I loved it. It was awesome. But for the figures that I have, it comes in at number 4. It's getting towards the bottom of the list. Number 3 is the oldest one on the list. It's Series 3, Mr. Perfect. I just don't like the head scan on this one. In the back, looks like a ramen noodle hair. I don't know. Again, this was one of his first, if not the first, Mr. Perfect figure in the Elite line. So maybe that's the reason why. It comes with some cool stuff. It's got the towel. It's got the Intercontinental Championship, which are cool accessories. But for Mr. Perfect, I don't know. I just don't think it's the best head scan. So for me, it's coming in at number 3. What's number 2? Well, number 2 is John Cena from Series 10. And this is kind of like his debut gear or the prototype gear. I don't know. Again, this is what you got with the figure. I think you got a Vince McMahon puppet or something. Again, this is like 12 Legends series ago, which is hard to believe. But yeah, I think it came with that little tiny Vince McMahon puppet. And this is it. Blue and orange shorts and blue and orange boots and a John Cena flat top. I don't know. Again, for me, not my favorite figure, and it comes in near the bottom. It's number 2, which leaves my least favorite figure in the whole entire Legends line. And I don't know if this goes for everybody else, but it's Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I don't even have him displayed in that Weasel outfit that he wore, the big white thing that he came in. I mean, it's like it's a weasel outfit, but that's so ridiculous looking that I just took him out of it, and he's wearing his Andre the Giant singlet onesie. I call it a onesie singlet. I don't, whatever you want to call it. It's just so plain and such an awful figure in my opinion. The head scan is okay at best, but the figure, just the most plain thing I've ever noticed with my eyes regarding these Legends figures. And there it is, Sumo. There's your list of my bottom 5, my least favorite Legends figures in my collection. I'm glad to have them in my collection. They're just not ones that I would seek out. If you're not a big time collector and you don't want to collect the majority of the Elite figures, these would be ones that I would say pass up on. Again, this is my list. You saw a couple of the other Legends figures I have in my collection. I know there's a ton more. There's 21 or 22 lines out right now. Let me know if there's anybody that I forgot. If you're like, how do you not have this one on the list? I know a lot of people will say Molly Holly. I think those figures are good, at least not bottom 5. Again, this is my bottom 5. If there's anybody else that you guys want me to rank, I like ranking individual people. So if you're like, you know what, rank all your Mr. Perfects. If I haven't done that, I'll do it. Or if I need to do an updated one because I've added a bunch of figures from somebody, I'll do an updated one. That's my favorite. I do enjoy ranking stuff like this as well, but I also like to just go and say, you know what, we're going to rank the Rock figures today, and that's the most enjoyable for me. Again, anything you guys want me to rank, if I can find the time for it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to rank it. So that's why today we ranked the bottom 5 Legends figures in my collection. These are my least favorite. Again, hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Wrestling Rewind figure ranking guy today. Just ranked the bottom 5 Legends figures in my collection. And I'm out.